The word relaxation. This word has been overused, simplified, it's quite undervalued, but it has a lot of potency if it is understood what relaxation means. Modern day living is stressful, there's no doubt about it. Job, relationships, hustle culture that we have built around us. And some of us are not at liberty to escape it. So we try to compartmentalize our lives. This is the time I'm going to do work, this is the time I'm going to do play, other times I'm going to watch a movie or something like that. But are we relaxing? That means, is there a time of the day when we are just being? That is, we are not following a force that tells us to be a certain way, to be this, to be that, but just being. And it is an irony that being is so simple, yet we have such a hard time staying still. We train our minds hard. We learn different skills to be more present, to be more alert, aware. Yet there is a lot of background noise that keeps going on. And modern concepts tell us that these background noises are irrelevant, they are to be discarded, and there is some truth in that. However, sometimes they are so strong that it is not easy to just discard them. But over time, as we bring ourselves to here in the now, in this present moment, we realize that relaxation is our nature and it is so easily accessible. Nisargadatta Maharaj said that when you're walking in the crowd, you don't bump into each and every person. You just find your way through. So intrusive thoughts are like that. You don't bump into every intrusive thought and give it energy. Because you are pure consciousness and it is up to you to what you give energy to. If you start giving energy to the intrusive thoughts, then those thoughts become your reality. And if those thoughts are fear-based, then the fear energy begins to grow. So you become wherever you put your light of presence. The masters have told us that it is important to discern where to put your light. So when we remain in our pure presence as we are just being, we are just relaxing. Now, yes, life will make us move because life is all about movement. So something will go wrong here or go wrong there. Something will demand attention. Something will be broken and needs fixing. Some daily routine work has to be done too. But when done with presence, the presence grows and the work is just seen as something being done, not by anybody, but happening on its own accord, according to some natural law. The anxiety appears when there is resistance to the natural flow. When we say that things should be a certain way, when we try to force ourselves to relax. So relaxation is never about forcing. It is simply about being in the most effortless presence, here and now. Practices like yoga, pranayam, mindfulness, they all aid in this relaxation activity, but they are all mind and body based. And they have their value, they are very important because mind and body needs to integrate before the pure presence arises. So once the mind is in harmony with the body, that means there is an alignment in your nervous system. Then the relaxation happens naturally. We try to train the mind by forcing it. We try to relax the nervous system by forcing it. It does not work that way. We have to understand the root, the source of the trouble, of the sensation, whatever is bothering us. It can be a thought which is bringing up anxiousness, depressive symptoms, or anything. When we remain still and go to the source of it, we find ourselves in relaxation. And a huge aspect of relaxation, which is not discussed often, is acceptance of things the way they are. When we fight or resist by putting in effort, we lose our natural ability to be and to relax. It is only when we completely accept the situation for the way it is without trying to altering it or modify it, we come to this state, or you can call it a stateless state, which is the most ordinary, most simple, and readily available anytime, any place. The mind becomes completely in sync with the body, and the reactivity goes low as relaxation becomes our natural state. But when we are worried, that means we are not in acceptance of what is. We want things to be a certain way. And usually, it is a future oriented thought. I hope I should take care of my finances today, otherwise, in the old age, I will have trouble, I will have problems. Now, you see, it is perfectly okay to plan your life based on a thought, but plan knowing that no plan is ever foolproof. Things can always change because it is the nature of things to change. The outcome may happen as per your preference, or it may happen in the opposite way. In that total acceptance, one can live in true relaxation and peace. The physical activities like yoga and breathing will help in calming, and they are amazing practices. However, there will always be conflict in the deeper psyche, which comes to an end when there is complete integration with what is, or complete acceptance of what is. That is when you truly experience relaxation with a calm nervous system. Otherwise, you always are in the grips of anxiety, worrying about future, worrying about life, worrying about how things will be, rather than witnessing how things are in this very moment. In this very moment, there is no tension, there is no stress, there is nothing happening. in this moment you are pure awareness. In this moment you are untouched by anything, yet your light brings life to everything. That light of consciousness is the only reality. That light of consciousness or beingness is the ultimate relaxation.